Welcome to Business Chats with Debbie, where we talk big stories with small businesses. I'm your host, Debbie Warburton, and today I've got Jan, who is a business coach and strategist. Try saying that when you've had a couple of drinks of gin. I tell you, I wouldn't be able to. I dread to think what would come out my mouth.
And moving swiftly on. But you did really well saying that.
Oh, thank you. So tell me, because obviously you've just got to the point where you are branching out in your own little business. Well, it's going to be a big business, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about yourself and what you do and how you can help people.
Cool. So yeah, I have just branched out, and I would say, yeah, could it be a little kind of twig coming out? But yeah, it's going to be big. I've got big plans, and I've been working on it for some time, kind of on the side, and it's really flourishing, which is great. So predominantly I am a business coach and strategist, and I work with businesses to help them uncover what's holding them back. The key message that I work with is survive to thrive. So it's all about thriving. It's all about, what do you really want in life, and how do you want it? When do you want it? And the key piece that I think is missing quite often is what's stopping you. Let's look at why this isn't happening. Because most people that have dreams and goals just want to get on with it.
Yeah.
But quite often we can undo ourselves because of, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
People won't like me, or do people really need that? Or
actually getting to the point where you're that big that you can't do it all yourself, and trying to delegate, get somebody else in to delegate, because that is the big problem.
Huge thing. And so many businesses share that, and time. So a lot of people will say to me, I'm not doing it because of time. That we've all got the same amount of time. And I honestly feel it's the biggest, fattest excuse ever.
Yeah.
And I can say that because when you start to uncover and pull things apart, we often are scrolling on social media or networking for the sake of networking. And I love networking, but if you're not networking with an intention or scrolling with an intention, you're just wasting your time. And so if we can really get to what do you want, when do you want it, right, let's reverse engineer that to then make it happen. And stop telling yourself fibs, stop. And I said yesterday, I was chatting away to somebody yesterday, and, if you want someone to stroke your arm, I'm not your person. No. If you want someone
me to drag you,
get you by the neck and really
push you behind you, pushing you.
Yeah, because I think we've got friends and family that will stand behind us. You're doing really well, Jay. You're doing really well, Debbie. That's great, wonderful. And when the curveball comes, or when the bump in the road comes, quite often, because of their own fears, they'll say, "You could just get a job. You could just get a job, couldn't you?" And inside you're like, no, I'm just having a bit of a curveball. Once you've gone down the
self-employed route, and you can, it's, do you know what I mean? It's hard work. I'm not saying it, and you know yourself. Do you know what I mean? I was saying to Donna earlier on, it's one of them things where it's some days, it's 9 to 5. Some days it's 9 till 10. Quite more 9 till 10 days.
Or sometimes it's 5 till 10.
Yeah,
crazy.
Do you know what I mean? It is really hard work.
Yeah, but I think one of the things, going back to what you were saying about doing everything, and as business owners, I think social media, society says that as a business owner, you should know and do everything. I don't believe in that. I think that's absolute rubbish, because you don't go into business thinking, let's do HR, let's do accountancy, let's do social media. No, I want to be in business because I'm amazing at having really challenging conversations and helping people see the goodness within them. I'm not in business to do my accounts. I'm not in business to do my, HR or even admin. I detest admin. And quite often I spent a lot of time thinking, maybe I'm rubbish. It's not because I'm rubbish. I just don't like doing it.
No.
So get someone else to do it, because the other person probably loves admin and doesn't want to be
out on stage. And you can spend the time doing what you enjoy doing.
Exactly.
Because if you don't enjoy doing it, you're not going to build your business.
No. And also you lose focus, because those days, those 5 to 10s or those 9, whatever, those long days when we're juggling, you're just attacking yourself, because then you get to the end of the day and think, I didn't do what I wanted to do, or I didn't get done what I needed to get done. Or did I reach out to a client? No, because I was juggling admin and accounts and social media and then we start to implode. What's the point? Maybe the family member or the partner or the friend, when they said get a 9 to 5, maybe I should. And so quite quickly we can pull back on our goals and our dreams, because we start going, maybe it's not for me.
Yeah.
which is the worst thing ever. So I like to be that kind of push, nudge, kick, poke, to realise that actually you can do what you want to do, but there's a better angle or a different way to do it. And let's look at it. Let's be real with it, you know, rather than just pretending. And I do like to kick butt, so to speak, because the business owners that decide to go from 9 to 5 into a business on their own, there's a passion inside them. There's a roar of a fire, and they've got something to give. And
there's so many, I found down here, there's so many little businesses that are starting up. It's, do you know what I mean? Out of COVID, they survived. And then there's so many newer businesses coming through, which obviously I'm getting involved with and dealing with.
Yeah.
And they are really passionate about what they want to do and where they want to be.
And sometimes they need someone, you know, sometimes it can be as little as, I see you, I hear you, and I believe you've got this. Sometimes that, really? Do you think I can? Yeah, cool. Have that space, that non-judgmental, unbiased space to go, tell me what you want. I don't care how big it is, how crazy it sounds. What do you want? And some people don't have people to say that to. So to speak that out, and then for somebody else to go, see that? You can make that happen. Or maybe tweak that, or because I'm not emotionally connected.
No.
So I can give you the honesty around the strategy, and then we make it happen. And there's too many people with just get a job. No. Let's make it happen.
I must admit, I do wake up some mornings, Miss Bells, especially in January, and think, why am I doing this? I could just go and get employed and earn a lot more money than what I'm doing now. But I'm thinking, no, I'm really passionate about what I do. Do you know what I mean? It's the last couple of weeks have just been trying to sort out other accountants' messes, and I'm thinking, I'm really passionate about being the best that I can be and helping as many people as I can. I have a really good accountant, and that's what drives me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get up in the morning, no, it's not worth it. But 99% of the time, it's what drives me.
Yeah. And you come back to that why, which then motivates you forward. Yeah. Completely. And I think networking, going back to networking, I think that's such a powerful thing. Being around, if you're in business, and the best advice I could give if you're in business is, the sooner you get around like-minded people that, you know, well done, you know, yeah, you can do it, or what do you think of this, or could we collaborate, or do you want a coffee? I've got loads of stuff going on right now, I can't make sense of it, you know. For the other person to kind of give you that, I've been there, I did this. The quickest, simplest thing, I think, when you're in business or you've got a side hustle, is get around those people really quickly.
That's why I love YP. I love YP for that. I've got so many friends out of that over the last 5 years. Yeah. So many friends and clients. Do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of clients out of it. But just the business connections and people you can bounce ideas off and people you can talk to. Yeah, it's really, really important.
Yeah, yeah. The business lunch we had yesterday at Penbenton was just incredible. And the collaborations, the connections of people. And I've been working with somebody that told me that in a year's time she wants to start her own business, but she doesn't think she can do it. And the company that she's in, they'll give her another job. And I said, oh, great, they probably will. Yeah. But do you really want that? No, I want to start my own business. Anyway, long story short, yesterday she told me that she'd taken the first step in registering the business. And she just lit up. And it was because we'd had a good conversation, a good, honest conversation. And I believe in her, you know. And we spoke
safety. It's safety, isn't it? Yeah. Working for somebody, you know, you're going to get paid every month. You haven't got to worry about it. Working for somebody, it's taking that step to think, well, I know I can do what I want to do, and I'm going to be a success at it. But there's not going to be a definite paycheck at the end of each month.
No. But I think interesting, a couple of things that have been said, and I guess when you listen out for things, you hear more in the area that you're exploring. And you're right, you do get, if you're employed, you get that paycheck every month, but they can drop you as soon as they pick you up. And that decision is in someone else's hands. Yeah. And I'm not saying business is for everyone, because actually I don't think it is. No. And we need both. I think we need a good mix of both. Yeah. But when those that are thinking, I've got a passion, I've got something to share, I don't quite know, but, you know, I want to explore, but I've got the safety of a job, the reality is, it's not really that safe. No. And they're in control of all the decisions that are made. And one day you could get an email or a phone call or a knock on the door and it's changed. Yeah. And you've got nothing to
So
do about that.
I did a bit of networking at Pool Academy, talking to the children who are year 10s and 11s, so they're going on to college or university or whatever. And I said to them, my best advice I can give you is, if you're passionate about something, follow it.
Yeah.
Because if you're passionate, you'll want to get out of bed in the morning and you'll want to do it. And they were like looking at me. I said, well, what's the point? You go and get a job that you hate doing, you ain't going to want to get out of bed in the morning. You're just doing it for the sake of getting the money. If you're passionate about something and it'll lead you down a career path or a job, then follow it.
Go for it. And I think, to add to that, if it scares you, definitely lean into it. But get those people around you, those like-minded around you, and if it scares you a little bit, and all of a sudden you just get that lift up. Yesterday, at Penventa, when I did my talk, I was so nervous, so nervous. And I think I was more excited, if I'm honest. The body gives the same reaction. But there's so many people in that room that said, you've got this. It's going to be amazing. If anyone can do it, you can do it. And just those little words of support, I felt myself raised to, of course I can do it. Yeah. It's 10 minutes, it's 15 minutes. You can do it. But you're right, it's the passion that sits behind it that ignites the rest of it. And
it comes across in how you speak and how you deliver.
Yeah.
And if people can see you're passionate about what you do, then that feeds onto
they're drawn in. Yeah. It's a two-way thing. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in. I love your passion. I love you. Sometimes you're a bit overwhelming. I'm like, I don't really need all this energy today.
I love that.
And then other times I'm like, oh God, I need it today. I need the hug. I need that energy, because you go through bits, do you know what I mean? And some days it's like, oh no, just you remind me of, those little bouncy balls you used to get at kids, and depending on how high you're like one of them to me. You're like a bouncy ball. But thank you so much for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you guys for joining in yet again, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.